appreciate it. Before I start my recital, I would like to express my gratitude towards my Guruji, Pandit Parimal Chakraborty ji. He's a President Award winner in India in Tabla, and like we call Pandit. So Pandit stands like a professor. Like when in university we have full-time professor, like an expert in his area or her area. So Pandit means he is the expert in his area. So first I would acknowledge him. I have been learning from him for last couple of months, and this drum has been a part of me since I was a kid of like 10 years old. I have been thrown into it on and off, practicing back and forth, but now I'm taking it seriously for last couple of months. It has got its own unique notations, so I'll try to make you guys familiar with it. Like I'll say the bowl and play a few of the bowls to see how it sounds. So it's like a preamble to the start. So before we start, I just want to make you familiar with how the bowl sounds. So for example, if we say kate kate khene nara khene ting nage tete krethe tete khene nara khene ting nara khene, how that sound in this drum. If I'm a good player, the way I am saying, this drum should exactly mimic the sound, and we can only play as good as we can say. If we cannot say, we really cannot play. So let's see how kate kate khene nara khene ting nage tete krethe tete khene nara khene ting nara khene sounds on this drum. So that's a brief demo. Before I start, I will play into a certain composition. It's based on Terekete, but before we start the composition, I have a preamble to it. It's been composed by Ustad Allah Rakhaji. He's the father of Ustad Zakir Hussain, and he's a very famous drummer based in California. He often performed together with Pandit Ravi Shankar. It's an extremely difficult composition for me to play, so I'll try my best. The composition goal goes dha terekete tak terekete dha terekete tak terekete dhina khena dhati thak dhina khena dhati thak dhuna khena ta terekete tak terekete ta terekete tak terekete dhina khena dhati thak dhina khena dhati thak dhina khena. The next composition I'm going to try is based on something called Thenegene. It sounds like a temple bell in India. So when you are going to a temple and you hit the temple bell, this composition mimics the sound of that bell. So the main goal of this one is tha tak tak thene kene thati kene tak thene kene thene tati kene thene kene ta tak tak thene kene tati kene tak thene kene thene thati kene thene kene tha. The next composition, actually I'm going to combine the Terekete composition that I played and then the Thenegene combined together. It's like 100-year-old composition from Maestro Ustad Amir Hussain Khasab. The goal goes like thake tete kate keke tete kete thene kene thake tete kate keke nana kene thene kene thake tete kate keke tete kete thene kene thake tete kate keke nana kene thene kene. The last composition I am going to play for today, I learned it about a month and a half ago from my Guruji. It's called Kaida, and it's composed by his Guruji, who has been a top 10 eminent tabla player in India. Pandit Shankar Ghosh. So this is another test for me, but it's a brave attempt. I will try anyway. I cannot guarantee that this qaida basically in English means elegance. So I'll try my best and see what happens. And the goal of this qaida is also very complicated. Dhake tete krethe tete khene thara khene thene dhati khene thara khene tak thine nada khene take tete krethe tete khene thara khene thene dhati khene thara khene tak thine nada. I'm out of breath with the play and with the effort and sweating a bit. So I hope you all enjoyed, and maybe we can do this kind of performance some other time as we move forward throughout the year. And thank you for coming.